G'day guys, it's Sean here from Busted Knuckles. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I use my Gold Monster 1000 to find gold. You guys always ask me basically the same questions, and they are, how do I find gold using the Gold Monster 1000? Or how do I stabilize my machine so I can find gold? The Gold Monster 1000 is a VLF machine. Runs on a very low frequency. Very different to a pulse induction machine. So if you're out in the gold fields, you have a Gold Monster 1000 and you're having trouble ground balancing or stabilizing your machine in certain ground, chances are you've got the wrong machine for what you're trying to do. Because this is a VLF machine, it's going to limit you in the places you can and can't use a detector. For me, with this machine, I would not waste my time out in the gold fields searching deep ground. Now, when I say deep ground, I'm talking ground that has few meters of material sitting on top of the bedrock. What I'm generally looking for when I want to go out and use the Gold Monster is bedrock. I'm basically hunting out bedrock. I'll jump on Google Maps and I'll check out the creeks and I will find bedrock. When I'm using it up and down the creeks, we've got a lot of black sand. Now, black sand is going to be your worst nightmare when it comes to a VLF machine. Reason being is these machines are just so sensitive, it's going to pick up all those black sand particles and it's going to make your machine a nightmare to use when finding gold. This machine isn't really designed to go out in the gold fields and hunt around with pulse induction machines. This machine is basically a tool to help you pinpoint where your gold is. Like, I don't use this machine generally to find a lot of gold. I use this machine to hone in on where the gold is, and once I start finding the bits of gold, that's when I'll convert over to my gold pan and start working crevices in that general line of the creek where the gold's traveling. The biggest advantage you guys can have when going out in the field and finding gold using your VLF machine is knowledge. You want to have as much knowledge about this machine as you can possibly get. Now, there's plenty of information all over Google that you can read up about and find out what these machines are good and not so good for doing. This machine in general, I would use this machine for only shallow ground. I would target bedrock, and basically that's all I personally target around my area. In some other areas, your ground may be just way too hot to even operate this machine efficiently, and you may be deterred and turned off the Gold Monster itself. But that's where you personally would need to go out and purchase a pulse induction machine to handle that heavier mineralized ground. I'm going to just give you a bit of a look around at the ground and the area I'm located in right now, and I'm going to show you the areas I would target with my machine and areas that I wouldn't even turn the machine on to swing over, because I know it's just going to give me a headache trying to find false targets. Along the side of this bedrock here, we got a bit of a gravel bar. Now, I'm going to turn the machine on in a moment, and I'm going to ground balance it, get it as stable as I can, and we're going to swing the machine over the bedrock, and then we're going to swing it over this gravel just here, just to show you the difference in mineralization and the effects it can have on a VLF machine. When I use my machine, I will back it off to that setting right there. Now, once I've got my setting done, I'm going to ground balance. And when you ground balance, you're going to pump it around in a bit of a circle, let the machine get a bit of a feel for what's going on around in the ground. Now that I feel I'm confident, my machine is stable and it's not chirping all over the place like it would right here. As you can see, the ground is just way too hot to stabilize. We've got hot rocks galore. And now my machine is really chirpy. When you have issues like that, just back it off one and start ground balancing. You may have to do this for about 30 seconds sometimes. It takes a little bit for this microprocessor to work and sort everything out. But once it does, you're good to go. So that's fairly stable, but it's still got a bit of a chirp. So we would back that off a bit more. Now you can hear it's getting a lot quieter. As you can see, we've stabilized it enough, but we have lost a little bit of depth with our sensitivity. When you work in bedrock, you want to look for all the paper thin little cracks and crevices, because that's where your gold's going to get caught up in. Hear the sound it's making? It's like a waboo pop. That's the sound of gold. Waboo pop. Waboo pop. That's the sound of gold. And it's a real snappy sound. Okay. So it's in around here somewhere. Just in here somewhere. So we're just going to, oh, there it is. I found it. Right there. Been here for about 10 minutes now. I've spent 5 minutes just giving you a quick rundown on the machine I'm using, and we've already got one fly poop piece of gold. It's not the biggest piece, we're not going to retire off it, but it's still gold, and that's about the size pieces you can expect to get with the Gold Monster 1000. That wasn't our target, guys. We got another one in here somewhere. Oh, there we go. We got it. Just at the tip there, guys. That's another piece. 2 pieces already. Now that we've run the machine over this bedrock and we've gotten a couple of small pieces of gold, we're going to ground balance again, and we're going to work this patch of gravel and heavily mineralized ground. It's just going mental. We got a target. There's our target. A rusty piece of wire. Okay, we will fill that hole back in. As you can see, guys, my machine does not like this heavily mineralized ground. That poppy sounds hot rock. And it is that rock right there. That's what I mean. Hot ground or heavily mineralized ground is definitely going to make your life a lot harder when finding gold. So that there is another hot rock. I'll throw that in the bucket and we will do a bit more of a swing around this gravel here. Another hot rock. Hot rock. Okay. Possibly a piece of iron, this one. Nah. It's going to be a sinker, is my guess. I see it. It's a piece of wire. So, to set that with the other piece I got here. We're going to move back onto this bedrock. And we're going to look for some nice pickers. Notice how I'm going along all these cracks. And those sounds there are actually moss. Believe it or not, moss will set your machine off as well, especially if it's loaded in black sand. We've got a target here. It's got that wobble pop sound, but it's given a full iron target. Now it's sort of flicking between the two. Okay, let's scratch this one out. Okay, they're the 2 pieces we just got. Throw them into the bottle. and we will keep hitting it. Another piece. See if we can't find it. It's in it somewhere. There it is. Just there. Another piece for the bottle. I think I will snuff out one more target on this bedrock and then we'll probably call it a day for this video. If this video's helped you out in any way, go down, hit that thumbs up button for me, or not, hit the thumbs down, I don't really mind. Let's find one more target and then end this video, eh? Oh, we got a nice target here, guys. This might be a nice picker. Oh, there we go, found it. Have a go at this. Right at the tip, you can see that piece on its edge. I'll try and gently get these rocks out. If I can. Okay. There we go, got it. It's a nice picker. It's a nice piece. Basically, all the tips I've got for you when it comes to finding gold is work bedrock. It's basically my only real tip for finding gold. Work bedrock. If you can find a piece of exposed bedrock where the heavy material's been going over, get your detector out, swing it over that. Go over every nook and cranny, every paper thin little crack in that bedrock, because you'll be surprised where those pieces of gold will get lodged up in. So with that being said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Go down, hit the subscribe button, and until the next video, peace, and I'm out.